Hey everyone, it's Keith, Arkenberg Farms. Today we're heading into the greenhouse and we're going to discuss our overwinter spinach trials and how it went. It is just past the spring equinox, so we're in very early spring, and I've been harvesting off of this bed quite a bit. I got 3 different varieties in there. I want to talk about them, the pros, the cons, and how it did. So let me show you. So this bed of spinach behind me here was planted out mid-October and overwintered. Now with overwintering, you're not really trying to get the harvest in the winter per se, basically before the first of the year. You're trying to get it afterwards and prolong it as far into spring as possible. And that is where variety is extremely, extremely important. So this year, I decided to test 3 new spinaches on this farm, specifically for the qualities of not bolting and also quick to harvest and tall. We chose 3 varieties. We chose Colibri, Sun Angel, and then Tundra. Each of them have a very distinct, different growing method on them. I'm going to turn you around, get some closer shots to kind of show you. So far, we've harvested this bed 3 times since the beginning of the year, pulling yields off of the whole entire bed of about 18 pounds per harvest. But that really kind of varies a little bit by variety, how much we're getting, and the qualities of each of those cuts. So I'm going to turn you around. And don't forget, head over to arkenbergfarms.com, scroll down near the bottom. We've got the Market Gardening Farm School and digital tools and training. This is where you can join the Market Gardening Farm School, sign up for seed time for free, request consulting, and purchase a bunch of other spreadsheets and tools for your farm. Go check it out. And don't forget to head over to our Amazon influencer store, amazon.com/shop/farmerkeith, for all the products we use on our farm that are easily available on Amazon. We have them categorized into the different categories of supplies that you will need on your farm. And these are the ones that we use and order for our farm. By purchasing through here, it helps support the content we create. Now we're going to start off at the bottom of the field because the lighting's better down here. And this first one is Sun Angel. It has a very high bolt resistance, really nice leaf to it. We've cut these multiple times. The biggest issue with this spinach is that it's very, very thin, but it's got a really nice upright growth habit to where you could cut this with a quick cut greens harvester with no problem. You can see down here at the bottom, I've gotten multiple cuts already by the stem sticking out. It was actually the slowest to go into production. When I first started cutting off this, it took about another 2 weeks before I could ever get a harvest off of the Sun Angel. I'm really excited to try it outside because of its high bolting resistance. And according to the charts on Johnny's, you can plant this stuff pretty much all year round. Next up is Colibri. This is the all-time winner of my winter planting. Again, very good sized leaf. And this was just cut last week. All of this was. This yields very, very good. I was getting an average of 2 pounds per beds, and as you can see, we only have 3 rows in this bed. This is planted with a Jang cedar on about 2.5 inches per seed with an LJ12. Overall, very good. I'm excited to try this one as well during the summer because it also has very high bolt resistance. I'm still not seeing any bolting out of any of these trials in here, even though I do know it should be coming before too awful long, just because of the temperatures in this greenhouse. The third up here is Tundra. Again, really nice upright growth habit. Could very easily cut with a quick cut green harvester. And this was cut a week ago. A little bit longer leaf than the other 2. That seems to be the more common thing I'm cutting. Again, good quality. Very thick leaf, very heavy. 2 pounds per foot on this as well. This actually was the first bed that was ready, this section, when I first planted. It kind of went from the Tundra was first to harvest, followed very quickly by the Colibri, which was about a week later. And then we come down to the Sun Angel, and it was probably another 2 to 3 weeks back from that. Now, with any crop selection for your farm, it is extremely regionally dependent, and that's where it's important to actually go through and test out different varieties like this. I planted 10-foot sections. Very easy to measure because these bows are 5 foot apart, so I just go down 2 and plant a section, plant the next section. I wanted to have them all in line so they grew in their natural form. I didn't want to do one here, and then one here, because they might interfere with each other, steal nutrients. I need a block to actually test. As this trial progresses, the great thing I'm going to find out is which one bolts first and which one actually starts growing faster for regrowth each time I cut it for the season as it warms up. That's going to be a very important aspect, because it might actually be best that I take a bed and I plant each of these 3 in it, and that way I have an early harvest, good sustaining, really heavy harvester. And what it's kind of looking like down at the end there is that one you can actually see is up higher right there in the back. Now it's warming up, it's actually pushing harder and quicker. So it could just be, it's a progression of first heavy and medium heavy, light, but then I get a sustained harvest off of that through a lot of the spring. I will be planting another trial of this outside. I've got a 40-foot bed I'm getting ready to plant out. I'm going to do the same exact thing, split it into 3. Even if I can't harvest it all and sell it, I will have at least ideas of how it's working in our region and overall the performance that I'm really looking for. I've really stuck to a couple different varieties of spinach through years. Space and then Lizard for summer. Lizard's an awesome spinach. It's almost like meaty. It's like so darn thick, but it is the slowest growing spinach you'll find. And on top of that, it will not grow in the summer here. Other places, I've heard no problem about it. So I'm working on the techniques and the culture of growing it better in the summer. But for now, I'm nailing this winter stuff. I will note, you can see the frost fabric behind me. Every time it was below freezing out here, we did come out and cover this. We've got garlic and onions on both sides. Those kind of depended. But we also vent this greenhouse regularly during the day to keep it from getting too hot in here, because I don't want to force this stuff to bolt too much, but I also don't want to pay too much attention to it, because I want it to be an actual crop on our farm we grow, and not something that I have to be like on, and constantly finicky messing with it to keep it growing. It needs to be a strong goer with little to no effort and just part of the basic routine on the farm. It's very important with anything you grow is that it just becomes part of the routine, not something you have to be so super specific on to get it to grow, but you spend more time on that and other things get lost in the weeds. So, as always, hope y'all like what you saw today. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.